Please don't leave bad reviews or phone calls or emails. It's just something to get off my chest and to explain the situation. You see, I run the program. You understand? They hired me to do this, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. But you're no longer working at the Clam. Hey everybody, welcome back. This was gonna be like a fun vlog. I was gonna show you where we played with the band, but I just found out last night I got fired from there. So I thought, okay, I make a little prologue, like an explanation before that fun vlog begins. What happened, how it happened, and how it affects not only me but actually all the working musicians in this particular area, and how it's not cool. It's not good. You can't do that. I'm talking about Cortez Clam Factory. And don't get me wrong, and this is not about the owners or the venue itself. The owners are nice guys. The venue has its own quirks, but it's a nice venue. It's a venue where I played for the past 6 years. One of the first venues where I got like a steady gig on regular basis when I first moved to the US. Really nice people, nice audience, met a lot of new friends there, a lot of new fans, followers, whatever you want to call it. The person who used to book music there is one of the co-owners, John. Now, I'm not sure the full situation, what happened, but John, for whatever reason, is no longer handling the music bookings there. So what they did, they hired different people to book music acts at the Cortez Clam Factory. And I gotta give John credit. Look, John is not a musician, and he did all the music bookings at the Clam Factory. I would play some covers, some fun stuff, then I would play some weird stuff, and he's not a musician. He's like, well, I don't know, but people like it, so he kept booking me. So what happened now? 2 musicians got hired to book all the other music acts at the Cortez Clam Factory. So what do? Okay, so first they post a thing on Facebook. Okay, so that was posted on September 7th. Attention to all music acts who are currently performing at the Cortez Clam Factory. Update. All acts scheduled to perform will, for the time being, keep their current schedule through October and possibly November. There will be no immediate change to the entertainment schedule at this time. I'll keep you informed of any upcoming schedule changes. Eventually, we're going to say farewell to some acts and bring in some new acts to replace them. Management wants less loud rock bands and more acts that play a variety of popular dance music. For now, the schedule will stay the same through October and possibly November. Once again, sorry for any inconvenience to anyone. BC. Bullshit. Should say BS, not BC, because today is October 4th, and last night I got a call that my gig on October 10th is canceled. But we won't be able to honor your dates because we're changing this whole character with what's going on right now. The style of the music that you're playing is not what we want. To me, it doesn't fit our character that we're gonna put in there, and we're looking for a certain character, and you just don't fit there. You see, I run the program. You understand? They hired me to do this, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. But you're no longer working at the Clam. So they called me to let me know that my date on the 10th of October was canceled. You know, the usual. Let's call him 5 days before his date. And why is this important? Why am I like making a separate video about it? Because this was my income. This would be really, really big. It's already a big deal, but this would be even a bigger deal like exactly a year ago when I didn't even have YouTube. And it's just not just about me. There's a lot of musicians. I just got off the phone this morning with Steve Harvey. He's in the same situation. Doc and BC come in, cancel all the acts that they deem inappropriate, and who do they book instead all throughout the week on the Cortez Clam Factory calendar? All their friends from their band, from Monday to Sunday. And on the day that they canceled me, Wednesday night at the Clam Factory, they are playing there themselves as a duo. You can't do that. I mean, yeah, you did it. Good job, but you can't expect people to not be upset. And you can't, well, we are running the show. You either play ball with us. You see, I run the program. You understand? They hired me to do this, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. Or you're not here. We're in charge now. Every man should have a little sense of power before they're through. So maybe it's good that they're enjoying themselves. I thought I'll tell you the story. Look, again, nothing against the Clam Factory, nothing against the owners. It's just 2 newly hired musicians to book all the acts that don't know what they're doing and booking their friends, their close friends and band members to fill in those dates to put more money in their pockets. That's all what's going on there. All I know that a bunch of acts got canceled when they said that they were gonna honor the dates, and now they don't honor those dates that were booked by John previously for October and November. And that's a lot of people's livelihood. That's how a full-time musician makes a full-time living. And especially when you do gigs, you need a handful of gigs, if not more, per week to meet that number or exceed it, which includes your rent, car payment, insurance, groceries, whatever expenses. Basically, this is how a lot of people live in this area that do full-time gigs, and that's why this is such a big deal, because if not for YouTube, I'd be in the same boat. People might think, well, you have YouTube, you know, so no. I only had YouTube for like a little bit over than a year now. 12, 13 months ago, I had like 100 subscribers, and I was doing gigs like that 5 times a week, 6 times a week, sometimes twice a day, different bars, different restaurants or tiki or golf courses or some weird house parties to meet certain threshold to pay expenses, bills. So when somebody calls you, when you're a full-time musician and they call you and like less than a week before your gig, they're like, oh, we'll have to like cancel your dates and you're not a good fit. We don't think you're a good fit. Steve Harvey's in the same boat. I just talked to him on the phone this morning. I've gathered a lot of experience at the Clam Factory. Played there with my different band members throughout the years, met fans and friends, and made up songs. I still have like 200 videos on private from Cortez Clam Factory that you who follow this channel are gonna be seeing in the future. You know, could I turn the other cheek? Yeah, probably could have. Could I let them like step on my head and like put their ass on my head and like ask, hey, are you comfortable? What about if I do this way? Are you gonna be more comfortable? Look, I understand the sentiment of turn the other cheek, but if you do that, one of these days you're gonna run out of cheeks to turn. That's why it's important to stand up for yourself. And whenever some like people like that, they get a little sense of power and they tell you, well, you know, you either play ball with us. You understand? They hired me to do this, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. I'm extremely thankful and really lucky to have this platform right here. Because if not for YouTube, if not for this channel, if it wasn't for these followers and subscribers and whatever number of views and subscribers you're seeing right now under the video, I'd be in a really, really bad situation. I'd be losing like 30% of my income like that, because there were like dates accounted for that I'd be doing gigs there, getting paid for those gigs, gathering tips, selling, I don't know, CDs or whatever. And a lot of people are in that situation. You know, people who don't have YouTube or don't have other daytime job or something like that. It affects everybody in this particular area. And it's not like they're experts in booking music. They're booking their friends to play other nights of the week there. And they're booking themselves on Friday and Saturday, which is unheard of. No act ever at the Clam Factory did like 2 nights of the best weekend nights in the row. They know they're gonna get the best tips, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. They're not in there to book music. They're just there to like make sure they take care of themselves financially. So I'm calling them out, Doc NBC. Again, nothing against the Clam Factory, nothing against the owners. So I'm upset. I'm upset. Yeah, they got the money and the power now. And it has been another screenshot that Steve Harvey sent me. They made another post on October 1st. Another thing you're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to share how much you are paying musicians, because maybe in some other restaurant they're getting paid a little bit more, just a little bit. So those bars gonna read that post on Facebook and they're like, why should I pay you this when Clam Factory for more hours pay you less? Here's October 1st. Attention musicians and bands that perform at the Clam Factory. Check the Clam Factory website for the entertainment lineup for October. November will be posted in just a couple of days. As most of you know, it's not easy doing what Doc and myself are doing. Yeah, right, you're just booking yourself and your friends in your band. Most changes are due to the reduced budget. Doc and I have sat down with the owners and worked out what entertainment acts will remain on the Clam Factory list. We're saying goodbye to quite a few acts that were scheduled to play in the upcoming months. Entertainers know from experience when a venue owner leaves a venue for good or a new owner comes into a venue, the music lineup usually changes. The owners haven't changed. You only replaced the people who booked the music. Don't use that as a cop-out. Don't lie. And paying all acts per member, they have always paid that. This is not a reduction in budget. Some of you will be back and some of you won't. You understand? They hired me to do this, and you either play ball with us or you won't be there. No matter what dates you had on the Clam Factory calendar before October, the old calendar is no longer valid. Then don't post that you're gonna honor the dates. The old calendar is no longer valid. December has not been booked yet, and we will contact you if you've done well at the Clam Factory before. This guy. I've done well at the Clam Factory before. And you meet the budget requirements. Yep, that's my description. The negative phone calls that me and the doc have gotten from some of you won't help you remain on the Clam Factory roster either. You understand? And you either play ball with us or you won't be there. So don't go there, thank you. So a lot of musicians are upset and they call them and like, hey, what are you doing? This is not good. They don't see it as a valid criticism. That means you're against them. No, maybe instead of thinking, Doc NBC, that people are against you, maybe you're doing something wrong. Look, the philosophy is, you wake up in the morning and you meet one asshole. Well, that guy is probably an asshole. If you travel throughout the day and you keep meeting assholes everywhere, maybe, just maybe, you are an asshole. That's the statistical probability. The negative phone calls that me and the doc have gotten from some of you won't help you remain on the Clam Factory roster either, so don't go there. You understand? And you either play ball with us or you won't be there. Wow. I mean, maybe they're giving you suggestions. It's just unbelievable. And let me hear from you. I always work my emails daily, or message me here on Facebook on my page. Once again, please check the Clam Factory website to see the posted entertainment schedule. Okay, well, you're full of shit. Again, why am I so pumped up? Well, because this was my livelihood. Maybe it's somebody telling me, hey, stop doing gigs at these dives. Release the darn album and get your butt on tour. Maybe I shouldn't be doing, you know, these gigs like that anymore anyways. And I really want to go on tour and play my music, you know, for the people that don't say that I'm not a good fit. And we're looking for a certain character and you just don't fit there. Sorry about the rant. Just had to get it off my chest, I suppose. A lot of musicians are in the similar boat, unless they have like a day job at a music store or teaching lessons. But if you're a full-time gigging musician, yeah, that's major. Clearly, other musicians, they were not happy with their decision, so they gave them calls, and they're like, don't go there, it's not gonna go well with us. It's a power trip. The way you run your power trip hurts everybody, all the other musicians that have contributed to the Clam Factory and build a following of patrons that attend different events at the Clam Factory. And now I'm gonna show you the fun vlog. It was gonna be titled something else, but now it's titled My Last Time Ever Playing at the Cortez Clam Factory. Please don't leave bad reviews or phone calls or emails. It's just something to get off my chest and to explain the situation as best as I can, because this was my livelihood for the past 6 years until YouTube manifested itself either through hard work or dumb luck. I'm not entirely sure yet, so I'm speaking for myself, and I'm also speaking for all the other musicians in this particular area who do not have a platform, who try the conventional ways, calling Doc and BC, maybe emailing them, maybe saying, hey, what you're doing is not a good idea. And when they said that, they got cut out. Here it is. I made this video. Maybe they'll see this video. I know on the global scale, it's such a small deal, but I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. I came to US when I was 19, and that's all I did. These kind of gigs to support myself, to try to achieve my musical dream. And you really can't cut people out. And you either play ball with us or you won't be there. Nobody's gonna play ball with you if you talk like that. You're gonna be standing on your own in the field and holding your 2 balls in your own hand, and no one's gonna play with you. Doc and BC.